Speaking of Tesla, we have some new images of the front end of the Cybertruck, and a lot of things are happening here sort of subtly, which I suppose we should have expected and were probably inevitable. As you begin building this thing and you start thinking about, what do you start thinking about? Well, you start thinking about practical things like mirrors and wipers, and you also start thinking about range, because people got to have the range, especially on anything you're calling a truck. And so now we're into drag coefficient land, and we're doing curves
and regulation as well,
and regulation dimensions, like how wide and garages that things need to fit in. It all becomes the nitty gritty, as some might say. So here we have a new impression of it, and it does keep, the more real it becomes, obviously the less science fiction, right? But we've already covered that extensively. We watched the video and we're like, it looks more and more like an F-150 with a body kit, right? It's fine, it's okay, I've gotten over it, Will. It's okay, Will.
Okay,
I'm moving on here.
All right.
It's a real thing that has to exist in the world, so I will dial things back, and I will change my expectation around.
Okay.
As we get closer to the thing actually shipping. A new Tesla Cybertruck beta prototype has been spotted, and this time we get a good look at the front end, which appears to have been updated, and it still has that monstrous windshield wiper. You see that unit? Woo! What a unit. I mean, it's the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
If you don't want that thing swiping at you, it is, I don't know that I've ever seen a bigger one on a passenger vehicle. As reported last week, expect to start seeing a lot more Cybertruck sightings, testing a new fleet of beta prototypes. Now, this new sighting shows off the front here. The door handles are not there, which were there in the render on the website. With the wheel tire package, we've already talked about extensively. The front end for somehow seems more curvy. Although I hope it's packing a decent frunk. I mean, that might be one hell of a frunk. This render, obviously, we're lacking the side mirrors and the monstrous wiper and everything else. And we just have a different angle on it as well.
Sure.
Like, that's the other thing worth mentioning. But it's just getting closer to production, so it's going to continue down this path of looking a lot more like other regular vehicles in the meantime. At least, I mean, you're still maintaining that crazy shape in the back end, like that tail coming out like that. I actually don't think this angle is maybe a little more flattering than some of the other ones that we've seen.
Yeah.
Like the profile or the rear end or whatever else.
I wonder what this is. Is this a reflection?
Yeah, so that's going to be a light. That beam around there is going to be a light.
Oh, I mean this thing. What is this?
Oh, are you worried about like handprints and stuff putting the frunk down?
Oh, is this like a scratch or something? Or
it might be handprints. Listen, somebody came on one of our previous videos. He's like, man, I work with stainless steel all the time. This thing's going to be disgusting. There's going to be oils all over it from hands. And yeah, I don't know if a regular touchless car wash is going to do the trick on the stainless.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Like a lot of times you don't even notice the imperfections in paint because the way it's reflecting light. Like they're there, but you just can't really see it. And on stainless with that kind of, we've all seen stainless with fingerprints on it. That's just the way it goes. Maybe people will be okay with it. People be like, it's just part of the gig. I don't know what Willie Doo's searching right now, but he's got a bunch of pots and pans on the screen.
Just looking at stainless steel fingerprints. But anyways,
you should have wrote stainless steel fingerprints then instead of trying to buy some new. Instead of trying to buy some new pots and pans because we got a show going on here. I mean, I know you're looking for an upgrade, but